Hello, today we will tell you about globalization. What is globalization? Globalization is the process by which the world is uh, becoming increasingly interconnected as a result of massively increased trade and cultural exchange. Globalization has increased the production of goods and services. The biggest companies are no longer national firms, but multinational corporations with uh, subsidiaries in many countries.
Globalization has resulted in increased international trade, a company operating in more than one country, greater dependence on the global economy, freer movement of capital, goods and services, and recognition of companies such as McDonald's and Starbucks in less economically developed countries. Although globalization is probably helping to create more wealth in developing countries, it is not helping to close the gap between the world's poorest countries and the world's richest.
There are several key factors which have influenced the process of globalization. Improvement in transportation, larger cargo ships mean that the cost of transporting goods between countries has decreased. Transport improvement also means that goods and people can travel more quickly. Freedom of trade organizations like the World Trade Organization promote free trade between countries, which helps to remove barriers between countries. Improvement of communications. The internet and mobile technology has allowed the greatest communication between people in different countries. Labor availability and skills. Countries such as India have lower labor costs and also high skill levels. Labor-intensive industries such as clothing can take advantage of cheaper labor costs and reduced legal restrictions in LEBFs.
Globalization has resulted in many businesses setting up or buying operations in other countries. Companies that operate in several countries are called multinational corporations or transnational corporations. For example, McDonald's, Adidas, Apple, IKEA, Toyota, L'Oreal. Factors attracting TNCs to a country may include cheap raw materials, cheap labor supply, good transport, access to markets where the goods are sold, friendly government policies.
Globalization is having a dramatic effect, for good or ill, on world economies and on people's lives. Some of the positive impacts are inward investment by TNCs helps countries by providing new jobs and skills for local people. TNCs bring wealth and foreign currency to local economies when they buy local resources, products, and services. And extra money created by this investment can be spent on education, health, and infrastructure. The sharing of ideas, experiences, and lifestyles of people and cultures. People can experience foods and other products not previously available in their countries. Globalization increases awareness of events in far away parts of the world. For example, the UK was quickly made aware of the 2004 tsunami tidal wave and sent help rapidly in response. Globalization may help to make people more aware of globalization issues such as deforestation and global warming, and alert them to the need for sustainable development.
Some of the negative impacts include globalization operates mostly in the interests of the richest countries, which continue to dominate world trade at the expense of developing countries. There are no guarantees that the wealth from inward investment will benefit from local community. Often profits are sent back to the more economically developed countries where the TNC is based. An absence of strictly enforced international laws means that TNCs may operate in less economically developed countries in a way that would not be allowed in most economically developed countries. They may pollute the environment, run risks with safety, or impose poor working conditions and low wages on local workers. Globalization is viewed by many as a threat to the world's cultural diversity. It is feared it might drown out local economies, traditions and languages and simply recast the whole world in the mold of the capitalist North and West. Industry may begin to thrive in LDCs at the expense of jobs in manufacturing in the UK and other MEDCs, especially in textiles. Thank you for your attention.